New at noon, a major honor for former Badger J.J. Watt after the Houston Texans announced he'll be inducted into the team's Ring of Honor. Plus, former President Trump is headed to South Florida for his court arraignment tomorrow, the latest in the investigation. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. A woman was arrested after a Cassville man died while he was ejected from a vehicle following a crash in Grant County last week. The crash happened at the intersection of Highway 81 and Settlement Road Thursday afternoon, north of Cassville. 33-year-old Erin Ruberg was traveling south when she came to a rolling stop before continuing into the intersection. 52-year-old Gerald Duckett was traveling east and collided with the other car. Duckett's vehicle rolled over and he was ejected, dying at the scene. Ruberg had minor injuries and was arrested. She was charged with failing to yield right away at a stop sign, resulting in death. A man is now facing charges after he was arrested on alleged drug deal charges. Officers say the 29-year-old was involved in an alleged drug deal on South Park Street last Thursday. Investigators say the man placed a package in a vehicle before running from police. Officers found a loaded gun and cocaine inside. The man was later arrested and is facing tentative charges. Let's head out to the weather patio. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your first warm forecast. A chilly start to the day.
Yeah, so chilly. We actually tied a record low this morning in Madison as we dropped into the 30s. In fact, it got down to 38. And we actually had some temperatures around the area that actually dipped below freezing this morning. Hard to believe here we are almost in the middle of June. So that record stands tied from the record that we set back in 1985 at 38 degrees. And these are the low temperatures this morning. Look at Black River Falls, 28. Camp Douglas, 31. The Dells got down to 38. So many upper 30s, especially from Madison areas to the north, while it was in the low to mid 40s areas to the south. Temperatures are warmer now. It's mild. They're still not where we should be this time of the year. We do have some clouds that have been moving in now. 64 in Madison, 66 right now in Janesville, 65 in the Dells. Cool today. Temperatures near 70. Not as cool as where we were yesterday. Not as cool as where we're going to be again tomorrow. We've only got low 60s tomorrow. That's because we have a steady band of rain that's going to set up right over the Madison area. Much of Dane County going to see kind of a soaker tomorrow. We need it, but it's going to come at a cost with those cool temperatures. We'll get back in the 80s by the end of the week. Definitely going to feel a little bit more like summer then. Clouds are starting to move in already. We'll start to see a few showers spreading into the area coming in from the north. These will be fairly light, but will dampen the evening commute a little bit. And if you have any evening plans, you might encounter some of that rain. That'll keep things cool as well. 64 right now. The winds are out of the north. Those will be picking up going into the afternoon. We'll see some of those scattered showers develop toward the commute and also during the dinner hour. Talk more about the rain chances tomorrow and how much we can expect of some of that much needed rain coming up in about 15 minutes.
Much needed is right.
Yep.
Thanks, Kelly. We'll check back with you. New routes are now live for Madison's bus system. The redesign is the first in more than 20 years. The city said it's meant to address long-standing rider concerns, to cut down on travel times and confusing transfers. It also coordinates with the upcoming bus rapid transit project slated for 2024. Rider feedback, though, is a little mixed one day in.
They explained it really well, and they was asking me, did I know where I was going? I told them, yeah, and they said, well, you catch this bus, that bus.
I find it kind of hard to find a notice, and then I'll just wait there for half an hour, and then no bus coming.
The city has an interactive web page that you can help plan your trip across town. Find a link and more information on this story on channel3000.com. J.J. Watt will always be remembered among Badger football fans. Now it will hang in the stadium where he became an NFL superstar. Today, the Houston Texans announced Watt will be inducted into the team's Ring of Honor. He'll be the third person and second player to be inducted. Watt spent 2 seasons with the Badgers and was a member of the 2010 Rose Bowl squad. He was drafted by the Texans in 2011 and holds franchise records in quarterback hits, multi-sack games, forced fumbles, and fumble recoveries. After a decade in Houston, Watt moved to the Arizona Cardinals. He retired last December. Watt will be inducted into the ring October 1st. Former President Donald Trump heads to Florida today ahead of his arraignment tomorrow in a Miami federal court. Among the 37 criminal charges Trump is facing, prosecutors say he illegally retained classified documents detailing U.S. nuclear weapons programs and documents with details about military activity and capabilities of both the U.S. and foreign countries.
if even half of it is true, then he's toast. I mean, it's a very detailed indictment, and it's very, very damning.
A CBS News poll shows Trump continues to be the solid frontrunner in the race for the 2024 Republican nomination, with 61% support among likely GOP primary voters. Pennsylvania's governor expected to issue a disaster declaration following the collapse of a portion of a major interstate. A gasoline tanker crashed under an overpass, sparking a massive fire and causing part of the freeway to collapse. Pennsylvania's governor says at least one vehicle is still in the rubble. Interstate 95 is a major highway that runs along the East Coast from Florida to Maine. Officials say rebuilding this section of I-95 could take months. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. The Federal Railroad Administration will soon release a report on its investigation into a derailment of the Norfolk Southern freight train in Ohio. Details coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
If your kitchen is in need of a facelift, call the cabinet refacing experts at Mad City Kitchens. We are Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. We install in as little as 2 days. Plus, Mad City offers a price lock guarantee. With your free design consultation, we'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year. And now's a great time to call during big deal days. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 0 down and 0 interest till 2026. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with in-home estimate. And a bonus, the first 50 homeowners who call now will receive a vacation voucher with purchase of a cabinet refacing project used for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
It's Steinhaffel's Memorial Day sale. Right now, save up to $900 on Beautyrest adjustable base sets. Beautyrest queen mattresses start at only $449. And when you upgrade to a Beautyrest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhaffel's cash and a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beautyrest Black queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhaffel's special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
DePaco Credit Union empowers your well-being, helps you reach your goals. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Roth Cheese for Best Cheese Producer. Vote for Roth Cheese and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
It was an excellent experience, and I would highly recommend them to anyone. Thank you so much. We are really pleased with our windows and cannot wait for a cooler summer and a warmer winter. Thanks a lot.
The Federal Railroad Administration is soon expected to release a report on its investigation into the February derailment of a Norfolk Southern freight train in Ohio. The agency also now says it will probe all the major freight railroads over the next year. According to the administration, last year alone, there were 518 derailments nationwide, causing 5 injuries, 0 deaths, and more than $100 million in reported damage. Twitter has reportedly refused to pay its Google Cloud bills, according to a report by Platformer. Twitter had signed a multi-year contract with Google aimed at securing accounts, and the contract comes up for renewal this month. Platformer says the rift could result in Twitter's safety teams being hampered. And an analysis of U.S. Census data shows that American seniors continue to feel the pinch of inflation. While most 65 and older are covered by insurance through programs like Medicare, many are still swamped with debt. It says nearly 4 million older adults could not pay their medical bills in full. In fact, unpaid bills among older adults top $54 billion. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. Oops, we don't have any numbers on. Let's move along. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Next at noon, Pam has today's egg prices. Kelly has the complete forecast. And then today on Live at 4, we'll visit with political scientist Charles Franklin to find out what comes next as former President Trump heads to court tomorrow facing federal criminal charges.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and with kitchen cabinet refacing, we'll give your kitchen a brand new look and feel, including pull-out shelves, soft close doors and drawers, new countertops, and more, installed in as little as 2 days. Call for your free design consultation, and with our price lock guarantee, we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Plus, now during Big Deal Days, save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 0 down and 0 interest till 2026. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with estimate. Plus a bonus. The first 50 homeowners who call now will receive a vacation voucher with purchase of a cabinet refacing project used for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Grab your lawn chair. Another free summer music series kicks off in the 608.
Tomorrow, Josh checks out the Tuesday night lineups for Black Earth's concerts in the park.
And the weather remains chilly. We'll be tracking some rain showers tomorrow. Join us in the morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yaki from the Midwest Farm Report. Kind of chilly overnight.
Oh, it was. I was actually a little shocked this morning when I came into the office. But the good news is the sun is back out and things look better. And that's after a little bit of rain around our area. We were out at the Dane County Breakfast on the farm Saturday morning, and I was teasing with everybody. The weather was absolutely fantastic, but I said I would be completely thrilled if it rained all afternoon. Well, not quite all afternoon, but some folks picked up rain. How about you take a look at some of the pictures from the big event? I haven't gotten attendee numbers yet, but I'd have to say that we were definitely right on par for a record breaker. You see, even Congressman Tom Tiffany, the second guy in there, came down from up by Wausau to be a part of the Dane County Breakfast on the Farm. He had an ice cream eating contest where he decided to pitch in. You see what I mean about the crowd? That is one whopper of a tent, and it was full. The lines around my vehicle where I was broadcasting weaved and wound, and like I said, it's got to be at least close to a record-breaking crowd, if not record-breaking. We also had an opportunity to introduce the general public to some of our royalty. There's the family that hosted, all of the Call family members. Riley's up there on stage with the plaque, the the honors plaque over his head. Dad's down in front, Grandpa, I should say, in his buggy. They were all there, not only on stage, but also doing an awful lot of volunteer work in the back scenes to make sure everything was put in place. I mentioned that we did have the royalty on hand. There you go. The young lady in the red is Aubrey Schlimgen from Marshall. She's the new Dane County Fairest of the Fair. In the middle, Charlene Swedlin from Greene County. She's Wisconsin's Fairest of the Fair. And there's Hayden Paskey on the far right. She is the gal that was Dane County's Fairest of the Fair. What a great bunch of kids. Then our Alice in Dairyland, Taylor Schaefer, she stopped by in the morning for a couple minutes, and we had some entertainment on stage. My friends, the Soggy Prairie Band, up on stage. Those kids all started playing as FFA members back a million years ago now, and there they are, still entertaining and a popular piece of our dairy breakfast. Thanks again for all the volunteers, everybody that worked so hard for a fantastic day, especially the Call family. We're keeping an eye on what's happening down at the state capitol. I talked to Senator Howard Marklein, who is obviously a member of the Joint Finance Committee. It looks like green lights so far on the $150 million grant monies for the Agriculture Road Improvement Program. These would be grants that specifically would go for rural road repair, those culverts, those bridges you depend on. It's passed through the Senate unanimously. Now we're hoping the Assembly gets it done and on to the governor's desk. I'll keep you posted. Not a lot to report on dairy today. Absolutely crickets in their corner. Barrel cheese unchanged, $1.57. 40-pound block cheese unchanged, $1.42 1/4. Double A butter unchanged on a Monday at $2.36 1/4 per pound. But boy, I'll tell you, there was a lot of dairy coursing through that tent on Saturday out at the Call family farm outside of Verona. It was a great morning. I really did appreciate the weather then, but I'd appreciate even more rain now.
I think some is coming our way. Let's find out.
All
Thank you,
right.
Pam.
Good deal.
Here's Kelly out in the weather patio.
Yeah, good afternoon. Some of the clouds have started to move in after the sun that we had this morning. Of course, it was very chilly. We got down to a record low of 38 here in Madison, but it's been warming up. Still not quite where we should be. Our storm system that brought us the very cool weather yesterday, and then the cold morning, is still sitting and spinning over the Great Lakes. And on the backside of it, we're starting to see this band of clouds starting to move across northern Wisconsin. Some of those are dipping into south central areas of the state as well. The clouds will gradually win out going throughout the afternoon hours. So we're looking at some cool days, some scattered showers later today with temperatures getting close to 70. Now, tomorrow is just not going to be a nice day. We need the rain, yes, but it's going to come at a cost. Temperatures are going to struggle to get in the low 60s because we have a band of rain that's going to set up right across Dane County, a fairly steady band, nothing real heavy at any given point, but it's going to be so steady throughout the day that we'll keep those temperatures only in the lower 60s. If you want some sunshine and warmer weather, that looks like that'll come back at us on Wednesday. Of course, this cool weather can't last forever, but boy, do we need the rain. You know, we're actually doing pretty good for the year up until about May. May, we just could not get any rain, had less than an inch of rain. Of course, that's when we need to get the rain to get things growing out there. So for the month today, we're an inch below normal for the month of June already. For the year to date, about 2.55 inches. But most of that deficit came in the month of May, of course. We are expecting some rain. We are going to get a band of rain. Once again, it's going to be moving across central areas of the state from north to south. Headed into the Madison area, we could be talking about a quarter to a half of an inch of rain. That's across Dane County. You go into the western areas of the state, maybe not quite as much. And then as you go over toward Milwaukee, won't be quite as much. We'll show you that band of rain coming up. Actually, you can see it starting to develop right now over Lake Superior into northern Wisconsin. That's wrapping around that area of low pressure. It's eventually going to dive down to the south, and we'll get some of that instability in here later today. Can't even rule out a couple of thunderstorms popping up during the late afternoon and evening. 64 in Madison, 67 right now in the Dells, 66 in Janesville. Kind of a cool middle part of June, at least for this time of the year. 65 right now in Oregon, 66 in Stoughton. Temperatures up close to 70 before some of this rain starts to spread in. This will be on your way home from work, maybe headed out for dinners, expecting some showers to pass through, and it will be rather cool with these showers around. And you can see how this band of rain just sets up tomorrow, maybe waking up to some dry weather, but later in the morning, going in the afternoon, a pretty steady, solid area of some rain expected. That'll continue pretty much all day long before starting to move out, it looks like, by Wednesday. Then we'll get back into our more typical June weather pattern. 70 today, just simply because we have the sun now, but the clouds will win out later today and some showers expected later this afternoon. A steady, cold rain at that, with temperatures only in the lower 60s tomorrow. 70s on Wednesday, then we're back to more typical June weather with 80s and another chance of some showers and maybe some thunderstorms by the weekend.
We do need the rain, so let's hope we get as much as we can.
Might as well. If it's going to be cool,
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelly. There he goes. Howard's next at the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, showing us how to make a dish at home that's as good as one ordered in a fancy Italian restaurant.
When it comes to making dinner, nothing beats a recipe that uses off-the-shelf ingredients, is easy to make, and that tastes great. That's why today we're making a dish that combines fresh veggies with a convenient frozen shortcut. It's a tasty Mediterranean classic that's weeknight easy. The first thing we do is prepare a package of frozen cheese-stuffed ravioli according to the package instructions. We'll let that drain. And in some olive oil, we'll cook fresh tomatoes and onions that we've chopped, along with some garlic, oregano, and a bit of salt and pepper. After the tomatoes start to break down a bit, we add in the cooked ravioli, fresh spinach, and a few black olives. When the spinach starts to wilt, it's ready to serve. It doesn't get any easier. A little crumbled feta cheese goes on top, and that's it. You've got a fancy-tasting restaurant classic that's 5-star worthy. To get the recipe for our Mediterranean ravioli with feta, all you have to do is visit our website. As for the taste, well, the ravioli are crazy tender. The sauce is packed with flavor, and the cheese gives it just the right tang. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a rave-worthy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Lisa Briggs of the Bruce Company is answering your plant and garden questions next. The number to call, 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
If you're stuck between choosing to spend on a vacation or finally updating your kitchen, with Mad City Kitchens, you can do both. Our cabinet refacing services give your kitchen a brand new look in as little as 2 days, with beautiful finishes, including white satin, oak gray, and summer flame. And with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, we'll lock your price in for 1 year. But time's running out to call during big deal days. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 0 down and 0 interest till 2026. Senior and military discounts. Last chance to call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with estimate. And the first 50 homeowners who call and purchase a cabinet refacing project will receive a vacation voucher for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here taking your plant and garden questions at 608-270-9933. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What have we here?
This is a Shasta daisy, and it's a fringy one, so I like it because sometimes the Shastas, the petals start to get kind of gnarly as they fade, and this doesn't show it as much with this fringy. I also like Shastas because they are pretty site adaptable. They can handle some dryness, and this one's just got like,
look at all the buds.
Dozens of buds on it. So they have a really long bloom period. People often ask for perennials that are going to bloom all summer, and although that's a little difficult to find, Shastas come close.
Full sun?
Full sun, yes.
All right, let's get to the phones. We'll start with Steve in Hollandale. Hi, Steve, what's your question?
I have a nice group of fritillaria that bloomed real nice this spring. They're wilting down now, but they've encumbered with a huge amount of quackgrass. I'm wondering at what point if I can spray to get rid of the quackgrass and won't hurt the plants themselves.
Well, you can certainly wait until your frits start to yellow and you cut them back, but I would use a herbicide that is specific for grass. Those do exist. There's one called Over the Top that is actually, you can use it on a lot of things, and it only targets grass plants and does not bother anything that is what we call broadleafed. So that would be safe to use.
And that includes quackgrass?
Yes, any grasses, yes.
All right, let's go to John now in Monticello. Hi, John, what's your question?
Hi, guys. Lisa, I have 2 Japanese yews out front that are way overgrown. How far do I dare cut them back without destroying them?
Japanese yews are one of the few evergreens that actually sets bud on old wood, unlike spruces or pines, where you have to be really careful about how much you cut back. So you can cut them back pretty far. I wouldn't, you'll find on a yew that you're gonna have growth all the way inside. I would wait though until after this year's growth starts to darken and harden off. That's usually around the end of this month. And then you can go ahead and shape, you would take it back 25–30% without creating any kind of problem. And then it should rebud this year and it won't look so manicured by the end of the summer.
Thank you very much.
Right. Thanks for calling. Let's go to Dee now in Richland Center. Hi, Dee, what's your question?
Hi. When is the best time to start a new strawberry bed?
You'll want to do that in spring as far as the planting is concerned, but you could get the beds started yet this summer by doing some clearing, adding some compost to beef up the bed, and then put down like some black plastic over the winter to cook out any weed seeds. And then you'll be all ready to plant your plants next spring.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good luck. Let's go to Gary now in Madison. Hi, Gary, what's your question?
Yes, I have a couple shrubs that have small pink bushes, flowers on them for hummingbirds.
Okay.
I have one that I planted last year. It was about 2 feet tall before the rabbits shortened it up last winter. Now it has, it's about a foot tall with buds on it, or flowers on it.
Okay.
I've been picking the flowers off. Is that a good idea?
You don't really have to. It sounds like you're talking about a Weigela, which is a sort of late spring, early summer blooming plant. If you're going to do any pruning, which it sounds like the rabbits already did, you'd want to prune it right after it's done flowering, but you don't have to sort of deadhead the flowers. It has a one-time bloom.
Okay, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's Kelly. One final check your forecast.
Yeah, after the chilly start this morning, the sun has actually helped our temperatures warm up a little bit. Still a little bit cooler than where we should be for this time of the year, but we're looking at clouds to be winning out as the afternoon wears on. Temperatures getting close to 70 degrees today, and we are looking at maybe a shower or thunderstorm developing later this afternoon. A cool rain at that tomorrow. Temperatures back in the 70s Wednesday.
Thanks for watching.